Okay. So now where do I get the link?
You actually got the notification on your phone, so just send that
okay.
phone to Teams.
Okay.
If you need help, like I'm right here.
Okay, there it is. I see it. No, that's something else. I don't know what that is.
You connected to your personal YouTube? Are you connected to your personal YouTube?
From here I am, but on here, I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, so I'll go to my site, right?
Your channel.
Channel. Oh, I messed up. Oh, put a misspelling. Okay. Okay, I think it's gone now.
Now right there. Okay, you click on it.
Okay. Oops.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
And you do share.
Share.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lou, and I'm here for you. This is a test.
Okay, this is an old one, I think. Yeah, so it's this. Oh, the channel. Oh. Okay, this one is it.
And then you just do the
Okay, this one is it.
You press X, share.
And then you just do the okay, this one is it.
Hmm?
Share. And then you just do the okay, this one is it.
You can actually inside our YouTube. Just walk with me in a second. I'll be around. Yep, just type. Oh no, just type Rajon.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Rajon.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yep.
Okay, and then send
and
it.
then when you're done, I'll tell you where to paste the actual link.
Oh, to send it to.
Yeah,
okay. Okay, gotcha.
All right, I'm about to tune into it on the TV.
Okay, so how will I know when you're over there though?
You'll know by the comments.
Okay, cool. Let me know when you're over there by the comment. Now, where will I see you?
Comments right there.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. And we can go with that. All right. Hello, my name is Lou, and I'm here for you as you go on your path of healing and in your journey of healing. Today, I'm going to talk to you about H.O.W.M.A.W, health and wellness, and what we provide for the community. And the community for me is the world, primarily veterans who have dealt with PTSD or still dealing with PTSD and suffering from PTSD, but also civilians and anyone else who has suffered through trauma. Um, How Health and Wellness is a online consultation health and wellness company, and we provide counseling, different therapies. We also provide nutritional supplements and programs for individuals, and we also do uh, talk about exercise and how important it is. Um, and I'm just going to give you a little background of myself. I served 12 years in the Army as a clinical laboratory scientist, working in research and also working in a clinical setting, which is a hospital. And I've served my community in the Army and also their families and also the neighboring communities that would be around the hospital installations. The first thing I'm going to talk about is health and wellness and what it means to me. Um, I would say health is mind, spirit, and body. And I'm going to touch a little bit on both of those things, well, all three of those things, and how they affect us as an individual. And then the wellness part of that for me is maintaining mind, spirit, and body, staying healthy. Excuse me. We all know that there's a connection between the mind, body, and spirit because that's what we're composed of. And for those things to be, or those particular aspects of us to be in a state of healing or health, is to have those areas and components about ourselves working in harmony. And so that's what how my health and wellness, what we try to do, and what we have done for those who are needing to better themselves as individuals. So we're going to talk about the mind aspect of healing. Is for me um, allowing your mind to be able to be mindful in regards to whatever it is that you're doing. Sometimes we can go into the past, sometimes we can go into the future. But as far as the mental aspects of things and healing, the most um, uh, the best approach is to, I would say, be mindful, which is to be aware of what's going on right now in this moment and at this time. And so for me, that's having a mind that is in a state of healing or in a place of healing so that you can continue to heal and to heal those things that you can work on and to be healed. The spiritual aspect of it is a part that it's not, I wouldn't say, for me, it's not about religion or anything like that, but it's about how you feel on the inside, how you feel as an individual, emotionally, um, uh, and just in ways that make you feel who you are, the intangible aspects of you, but separate from the mind. So we'll say that the spirit, we're going to deal with the emotional, your feelings, values, and different things like that. For me, encompass the spiritual aspects of things. And the last one, the body, is important as far as in the Army. One of our mottos is strong mind, strong body. So exercise is definitely important in whatever it is that you're capable of doing in regards to your physical capacity. Exercise is important for you to be able to maintain that state of healing and staying on that path and journey of healing. Now, HOW-MA is an acronym for Heart of a Warrior Made Agape Whole. So, and that's what we're all about. And the health and wellness part is to try to help you with all the different aspects of your life and to help you to have a better life from day to day, from moment to moment, and from time to time. It just depends on how things are going with you as an individual. The first thing that I want to talk about, or the first area, is the counseling that HOW-MA Health and Wellness offers. And we offer emotional wellness counseling. As I stated earlier, sometimes we can get into what's called, what I call stinking thinking, where we can just have bad thoughts about ourselves or about situations, circumstances, or even traumas that you've been through that kind of keep running around in your head over and over like a scratch record. Uh, so the emotional wellness counseling is to make you aware of sometimes how those intrusive thoughts can affect us and affect our emotional well-being. So we deal with that. And as I go down here in our talk here, I'll talk to some aspects and some different modalities that we can use to deal with that in regards to therapies. The other type of counseling that we do is stress management. We all have stress. If you're living in this life and going out and being in this world, you're going to have stress. And for me, there's two types of stress or stressors. You can have good stress and you can have what's called bad stress, which is um, the silent killer, the bad stress, because uh, it's not always where we're aware of it, but it is very, very important in regards to how it can affect us. Now, good stress for me is you have a job that you love doing, whether it's helping people um, to deal with, like say for instance myself, I worked in the hospital. So for me, even though it's a stressful job, but because I'm working and providing a service to my community, I deal with the stressors of the job because I know what I'm doing. So it's just an everyday um, I would say battle that you go in to be your best so that you can provide the best care for your patients. So distinguishing the two types of stress, good and bad. I would say that your job, for myself, I love my job or I loved what I was doing, and even though it's stressful, but I would consider that good stress versus bad stress that we can sometimes bring on ourselves through circumstances and situations. The next area that I'm going to talk about is relationship management. When you have traumas and unhealed and untreated trauma, you tend to possibly have some relationships that are dysfunctional because of you as an individual, or even the other person as an individual may have some untreated traumas. They may have some uh, issues that they haven't dealt with inwardly. And if a person as an individual is not um, in a state of balance, um, then you possibly, or not possibly, but you're definitely, I would say, you're going to have some issues with relationships, whether it's at work, whether it's with your children, your family, or your significant others, because you as an individual need to be in a place where you're balanced so that your relationships and other aspects of your life can be in a balanced state. So those are the three counseling areas that we deal with, um, and what we try to address. And to even break those counselings down further, we have individual counseling for the individual, which I think is the most important thing. It's a courageous thing for an individual to go and get counseling or to get therapy for the inner work that they have to do in regards to being on the path of healing. Another aspect of counseling is group counseling, where you're in a setting where others have are going through the same things that you're going through, and you're all there collectively as a group to share, communicate with each other, and to get insights on what you can do as an individuals. And then it's also beneficial for everyone in the group. And the last, excuse me, area of counseling is family counseling, and family counseling is, just as it says, it's not necessarily just marriage counseling or individual counseling for the family, but it's at times where the collective of the whole family is there to receive counseling to work out things that may be going on within the family that need to be addressed. The next area that I'm going to go in that how health and wellness deals with are the therapies. And there are many different types of therapies. I've done quite a few myself as an individual, being on my path of healing. And there are some that I like, and then there are some that, were no bueno, no good for me because for me, it just was not conducive for my path of healing. So I'm going to talk about a few of those therapies. And H.O.W.M.A.W offers these therapies, and those types of therapies may be, well, they may have to be kind of somewhat tailored to you as an individual and what you can deal with in regards to your path of healing, and how that path of healing is going for you. The first therapy that I'm going to mention is called eye movement desensitization reprocessing. And the acronym for that is EMDR. And what EMDR does is there's a mechanical aspect to it, but mostly it's a therapy that allows you to take you to a place when you're in your stinking thinking, or having those bad thoughts, or having emotional issues within. The EMD therapy identifies a safe place for you, a place that you enjoy. For me, my place was being on the beach in Tel Aviv, sitting out in in the sun, and enjoying the water, enjoying the hotness out there, enjoying my feet run through the sand. And so, whenever I would, excuse me, get into a moment of stinking thinking, or intrusive thoughts, I would take my mind to that particular area and remember how I felt when I was in that area. And that's also being mindful at the moment that you're going there mentally, but that's also um, a place, or a method that you can use to change your thinking, and those intrusive thoughts, kind of deal with them, and push them to the side. Some of us are a little bit older and know about record players, and sometimes the records used to get scratched, and they would continue to uh, stay in that song aspect, or the part of the song, and it would keep going over and over. But on the side of the needle, there was a little arm that you could tap. And once you tap that arm, then the needle would go out of that scratch, and then the song will continue to play. So for EMDR, that's what it's like for me, is you're trying to get out of that scratch in the record, and then to continue to let the song play by taking your mind to a place that is peaceful, or brings balance or calm to you. So that's the first therapy. The second therapy is that I went through and dealt with, and a lot of you may have, and may will need to have this type of therapy, and it's called anger management. And anger management, there's a big list of what could cause anger and so forth, but the main point is that when you have untreated PTSD and traumas, um, anger goes with that, because you're not in a state of being to where you can sometimes enjoy life without being angry or frustrated, or you can be triggered, and then get into a state of being where you're exploding. And so anger management is a therapy that I believe that everyone can use, because if we all can get upset about anything, we all can get triggered about something, but how you handle yourself in those moments of anger will kind of sometimes determine how the other aspects of your life will be, relationships, at work, and so forth, because having outbursts can definitely make people around you not feel at ease. And so you want to be able to be aware when you do get triggered, or how you feel when you're about to get triggered and be angry. And within the anger management therapy, you have different types of coping mechanisms to help you to be able to um, pull yourself out of that state of being, or to take yourself away from the situation, depending on what your level of capacity is for dealing with the situation that you're in right now, or at the moment, to cause you anger, and to cause you to have outbursts and so forth. The next therapy is going to be exposure therapy. Now, for me, I did try exposure therapy. And for me, exposure therapy was not a good therapy for me, because what it does is it continues to take you back to the trauma that you have experienced. Excuse me. And you kind of talk about it over and over and over again. And the concept is to try to get you to be able to freely and comfortably be able to talk about your trauma. Some people that's good for. But for me, it was like, reinforcing a negative on top of a negative situation. So for me, that type of therapy didn't work out for me. It actually started me back to smoking, and I'm looking to quit. But the exposure therapy was one of those therapies that was not conducive for me. And as I'm on my path of healing, as you're on your path of healing, you'll have to choose what's good for you, what works for you, and what's not working for you. And here at H.O.W.M.A.W Health and Wellness, we definitely help you to identify what will work for you and what won't work for you. And those things that will work for you sometimes may not work for you all the time, depending on the situation and circumstance you're in. But that's where you have to take part in your healing and realize what's good for you and what's not good for you. And those things that work for you, you keep them in your arsenal and your tool bag for things to use when you need them. We're going to go ahead and skip on to the next area that H.O.W.M.A.W Health and Wellness deals with, and that's nutrition. Because no matter what you're going through, you have to be able to have nutrients to take into your body to give your physical body what it needs to have the platform to be able to be healthy physically. So nutrition plays an important role. But sometimes when you're going through traumas or untreated traumas, PTSD, and so forth, your appetite can be affected. All different types of things can be affected, but eating and nutrition and appetite is definitely one that can be affected. And if you don't eat healthy, then your body's not going to be healthy. And then the other aspects of you are not going to be healthy. So nutrition plays an important role. And at H.O.W.M.A.W Health and Wellness, we talk about healthy eating. We talk about dairy supplements. I'm sorry, excuse me, dietary supplements, superfoods that will help to detoxify you and their benefits for you, mind, spirit, and body. So we touch on those things. And we also, in addition to that, we set up nutritional plans for you that you can stick to and that will be comfortable for you within your budget, within your taste, your appetite, and just to get you to be able to realize that nutrition and dietary supplements are definitely an important part of your path of healing. Another area that is important in that how my health and wellness uh, offers to our patients is meditation. Some people, excuse me, I'll say for myself, meditation, I've heard of it. I didn't know what it was, but I really couldn't see myself sitting there and just, because I just wouldn't feel like I'm doing anything. But I did go ahead and take a class that dealt with mindful meditation. And I think I may have mentioned earlier, being mindful is being in the right now moment, not in the past, not in the future. And I found out that it was a good tool for me to have to sit back and just meditate. And I also call prayer meditation, where we're just sitting in a quiet place or a quiet room, and we're just, sometimes sitting there. You don't have to think about anything. You don't have to do anything, but you're being mindful at the moment of what's going on with you. And this is a de-stressor. It's also gives you clarity. It can do different things for you as an individual. But it's worth a shot. I would say you can say prayer, meditation, put it together. And for me, it's all the same. It does the same thing for you. So we do talk about that. Mindfulness meditation is, I've already talked about that as one of the areas that we teach. Loving kindness meditation is another type of meditation where the words tell exactly what it is. Loving, I love everybody. I don't like their ways, but I try to love everybody, but I don't like everybody's ways. But you can still be loving unconditionally. And kindness, I mean, that's self-explanatory. You can be kind to anyone or anything, and that helps you on your path of journey and your path and journey. And then transcendental meditation is going out and beyond, I would say, religion and everything else, but really transcending yourself and how you think about yourself and the world around you, and you transcend that. So that's what transcendental meditation is, and that these are some of the types of meditation modalities that we offer at How Health and Wellness. Um, and as I talked about the body part, we're going to talk about exercise and physical wellness. And as I explained earlier, with the nutrition and just in general about the body, is that the body it's our vehicle that our spirit and all our other aspects of ourself are encased within. So you have to take care of the vehicle or the container, whatever you want to call it, and besides just nutrition. And what I want to talk about is exercising. Um, Exercising, you don't have to be lifting 250 pounds or anything like that, but just to be able to stretch, just to be able to move, walk, to be conscious and aware and being mindful that even if I'm walking to the store, that I can utilize, that as exercise, and it is actually helping. A lot of people have steppers on their watches, and you do about 6,000 steps a day. You're walking a few miles, which is good, but we don't really look at it and think about it because it's just in our everyday life and so forth as far as what we're doing. So there's also stretching. You can have yoga, Pilates, other different types of physical exercises that you can put into your arsenal while you're on your path and your journey of healing. And in conclusion, I'm going to go ahead and say that um, how my health and wellness, we try to go from things from a holistic perspective. We use science. We also use psychology. We also use sociology. All of these things which encompass your life. I consider that a holistic approach to where we're dealing with all aspects of the individual and not just a particular uh, uh, area that a band-aid has been put on, and then you keep pushing on. But we want to make the whole person whole, and that's what How stands for. Is that we're here to make everyone whole that we can. And the future of How Health and Wellness is we're going to be online, doing online consultations. We'll be also um, providing a platform where people can come in and get insights on uh, is on to get excuse me, to get online to where we can have consultations, but then to also just be there for folks to have a platform where they can get insights from others in their stories and what they're going through, and possibly be able to give them a hand up or a step forward in their path and in their journey of healing. And this is going to conclude our talk for today. And I wish all of you love, life, health, and wellness from How Ma Health and Wellness. Thank you very much.